Welcome to the Mostly Traverse City podcast. I'm Julie Bronze.
And I'm Don Pichet.
Each episode, we introduce you to the real treasure of TC, its people.
You're invited to get to know the soul of Traverse City, one story at a time. Enjoy the latest episode of the Mostly Traverse City podcast. Hey, welcome to the Mostly Traverse City podcast, and this is I'm super excited today to have a fella that I've got to know a bit over the last 6 or 8 months here in Traverse City, and this is the Mostly Traverse City podcast. But I'm with my friend Stuart Gibson, and Stuart, you are not from Traverse City, are you?
No, well, I'm now, but no, not
You
originally.
live here now.
Live here now.
But I think you can tell he's not from Traverse City. So
Yeah.
Welcome to the Mostly Traverse City
Don, thank you.
podcast.
Yep.
We got a chance to meet through the Traverse City Curling Club.
Yeah.
And as one of the founders of that club, I thought, I can remember thinking this is a Scottish game, and maybe someday we'll have somebody from Scotland show up here, and you're it.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. It's the south of Scotland, really, is where, curling, that was kind of the hub for it. And
Yeah.
that's where I'm from.
Yeah.
I'm from
no
one of
kidding.
the towns where the granite's from. We're Dalbeattie in the south of Scotland. So.
Is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
But you didn't come here to become a member of the Traverse City Curling Club and continue your curling career.
No, there's no career. No. No, I'm a beginner. I started my curling here.
That is amazing.
I enjoy it. It's great.
So, growing up, and this is a little sidebar here, but growing up, you had to be familiar with the game.
Yeah. Yeah, so my oldest brother, Billy, he played the game for a long time, was a very good curler, I'm told. I never ever saw him playing. But then my other brother, Keith, or one of my other brothers, Keith, he has curled for 30 plus years.
No kidding.
Him and his wife are good curlers, and they're members in Dumfries in the south of Scotland. And, so it was something in my mind. I played a couple of times as a teenager when people needed someone and they were really desperate and couldn't find anyone else. So they asked me to fill in for them.
Right.
And enjoyed it, but just never, it just wasn't something that I did as a kid.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. So they've got to be kind of tickled, their brothers.
Yeah.
You're kind of playing this game and have something to talk about now, and
they watched us on YouTube the other week.
Oh yeah, and streaming stuff. So
Yeah.
Oh well, I can't wait till they come, and maybe we could set up kind of like a home and home match, so
Absolutely.
we could get 10 teams from over there to come over here.
That would be awesome.
Play us, and then so Stuart's brother, you're probably going to be watching this for sure, so just plant the seed there, and we're going to have an exchange match. I know they do that somehow. I don't know how that they have
I don't know.
a tour. I know that there's groups of curlers.
International friendly. That'd be great.
Yeah, like an international friendly, and they swap and they come back and forth every year, and they go different cities. And
I don't know. I would have to play for the US against Scotland.
Well, anyway, welcome to Traverse City, Stuart. We got to know each other a little bit. I didn't get to know that much about you, and you've been in the States for some time.
Yeah.
And really kind of an interesting sort of. Let's talk about not Traverse City quite yet, but how did you end up in the States?
Yeah, so I moved out of Scotland to Texas back in January of 2001.
And you moved over there because
So it was a
you
combination.
wanted to carry a gun, or
Sure. No, it was. I had met my current wife, Alejandra. I had met her back at a wedding in Detroit in 1999, December 99. And, we'd seen each other a couple of times. She'd come to Scotland, I'd come over to the US. And if it was going to ever turn into anything, I had to make a career decision. And I literally got back from seeing her in Detroit on a trip. In my mind, I thought on Monday when I go into work, I'm going to say to my boss that I'm going to try and move to the US, either with the firm I was with or with someone else.
yeah.
And literally the next day, internally within the bank, they had a job opening in Houston, Texas.
No kidding.
Which was the first time they'd ever advertised a US job in Scotland. And I just applied for it.
Yeah.
And I got it.
No kidding.
So things just lined up, fell into place. Alejandra was able to get the same with her firm. She worked for a large insurance broker at the time. So they were able to facilitate a move for her down to Houston. And a couple of months later, we were driving from Detroit to Houston, neither of us having been there before.
No kidding. No kidding. Well, that's fantastic. And I can't wait to sit down and have a chit chat with your wife, because she's got an incredibly interesting story, but this is not about her.
No,
today.
absolutely.
So, I mean, we can talk about her, but we're not. Well, that's fantastic. So you were in Texas for a fair amount of time.
24 years, yeah. Houston for, most of it, but we moved to a little town called Fredericksburg, Texas, which is about an hour west of Austin, north of San Antonio. An old German town. It's kind of where it's a big tourist sort of area.
Okay.
The wine industry is based there. And we lived there for 9 years.
Okay. And then, so what brought you to Traverse City, Michigan? I mean, what's...
So when I first moved to Texas, I think the first personal trip that I took was to Traverse City. And the reason for that was one of Alejandra's good college friends, his dad had a house up at Cawaden.
Oh, yeah.
His dad and his stepmom were up there, and they had a guys trip every Memorial weekend. And, they asked me if I'd like to join them.
Yeah.
So I guess it was in Memorial Weekend 2001.
Yeah.
If I would like to go up to Cawaden and spend some time up there. And then we spent time in Traverse City and Charlevoix and this whole area.
Right.
So it was, and we've been coming ever since.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So we always liked it. And just, what was it now, a couple of years ago, we were, I had just retired. We were in the heat of Texas, and we thought, why are we staying in this heat? And we started thinking about where do we want to retire, and we had a lot of friends up in the Michigan area as well, thinking the same thing. None of us had got kids, and we kind of sat down and all decided that we would retire somewhere together. Thought of a few places, tried a few places, went on trips, and ended up picking Traverse City. We just like it.
Yeah. So now, you did others? Are there pals that moved along with you here?
So the deal that we made then was, within the next 5 years or so,
Gotcha.
Depended on their own personal situations,
right.
We'll move up. We bought a house within 2 weeks.
No. I guess when you're committed, huh?
We just made the move, and I think they were pretty shocked.
So there's more coming.
There's more coming, yeah. A lot of good friends. They come up all the time to visit now.
Yeah.
But they're going to be here permanently at some point. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. That's fantastic.
And my friend Don, his dad and his stepmom are still here. They live here in town now.
Okay.
So we see them all the time.
Yeah.
So it's great. Yeah.
So you made it to Traverse City, but there were some connections beforehand. It wasn't just somehow, I don't know how we ended up here. You knew where you were going, and
we just picked it. When we were looking in northern Michigan, we looked hard at Petoskey, and we looked hard at Traverse City, and and kind of in between. We liked both, and our friends would have moved. We were kind of the ones that were going to set the bar and just say, this is where we're going.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget when I'd hired a real estate agent, and we were sitting I was sitting one night in a restaurant in Petoskey, just having a beer and a quick bite to eat before going out to see houses the next day. And the guy that sat next to me, he was a drywaller from Traverse City, doing a job in Petoskey.
Yeah.
I just got chatting to him, and I said, so if you were me, where would you move? And he broke it down really well.
Yeah.
Here's the pros and cons of each.
Yeah.
And that was the night where I think I said it's Traverse City.
Yeah. Yeah. So somebody else was able to see what you didn't see yet.
The temperature and the facilities here, having an airport here.
Yeah. I think that there's no doubt that the airport here in Traverse, especially now, we were just talking about flying over to Scotland and what that would be like.
Yeah.
But now, like the number of flights coming in and out of Traverse City now is...
Oh, it's great. And it's going to be
makes
better.
it very different.
Yeah.
And that's a good problem. So I can't speak for the entirety of Traverse City, but I will, and say we're super glad that you're here in this community. Your bride is amazing, but what do you guys love best about this town?
I think the best thing, and it was right from day one, the people, just the friendliness. So we live in a subdivision on the west side of town, and I can't tell you how many neighbours delivered a basket of treats or whatever to us, or offered to help with the move. there was a guy. We moved on the day that the blizzard first arrived in 24. So I guess around Thanksgiving of 24.
Oh yeah.
Blizzard came that day. The movers down tools a couple of times. We had to keep giving them money to stay. But I had to then fly back to Texas. There was, other things to move and stuff. And the neighbours were coming by with snow blowers, clearing the drive. And just the friendliness of the people.
Yeah.
And the amount of people we know now, the friends that we've got, is just phenomenal. People have been so welcoming.
Yeah, that is. I don't know if it's if it's because like if you live here and you're part of Traverse City and this is home for you, you spend a lot of time with your hospitality hat on. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I don't have to tell you. It's like you look at your summer book and I'll bet you it's like, hey, honey, we only have half of the weekends in the summer.
No, that's absolutely right. Last year, we had no weekend free, I don't think.
Yeah, and it's not that it's bad, but it is great. But it's also one of those things where it's like, you just it becomes part of you. Where that sort of spirit of kind of working together is, it's part of what we are in this town. I think that's kind of.
I think that's right.
Kind of,
yeah.
So you're kind of new to Traverse City, and you have become acclimated onto the curling club. So if someone were new to Traverse City, and let's just say these pals that you have, they're going to be coming here in the next year or two or three, how would you suggest they plug in, and where have you guys found like easy ways into community?
Oh boy! I mean, the curling club's a big part of it.
Curling club we mentioned, and that's
I'm a member of two clubs here in town. There's that one, and there's Cedar Rod and Gun Club.
Oh yeah.
Those guys up there are very similar to Traverse City Curling Club. They're welcoming. They're very focused on things like safety and instruction, and it's an immaculate facility up there.
Yeah.
So they've been great as well. I wouldn't say I've got the same number of friends up there as I've got at the curling club, because it's more of an individual thing.
Right.
But just another great place with just something that's good for everyone, with good people.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, look, Traverse City's easy. You go to a restaurant here, you'll end up having spoken to 5 people.
Yeah.
It is just the way it is.
Yeah, even if it's not the summertime, it's that way.
Actually, more so in the winter. My wife and I, when we go to a restaurant, we quite often like sitting up at the bar rather than at a table.
Oh yeah, okay, because you're going to have engagement there, right? Yeah. So let's talk about that. We'll come back to that a little bit later about your favorite hidden gems. This is a kind of introspective question. People that know you well, and like I said, I've known you for 6 months or 8, whatever it is here. But people that know you well, what would they say, Stuart, is your superpower? What makes you a special human?
Yeah, I don't know about superpower, but I think that a thing that I would like to say that I've at least tried to take from my dad. My dad passed just a few years ago. Was just honesty, good, strong integrity, honesty. Yeah. I don't think my dad ever told a lie. I never heard him telling one. But I do remember when I joined the second firm out of 2 that I ever worked for, one of my really good clients at the time flew down to Texas from Oklahoma to, I think in my second day or something, to sit down with me and my boss and the team, really so he could say to them, this is the only honest guy in a room of bankers normally, because bankers aren't renowned for their honesty. They tend to have a little bit of window dressing and everything they say.
Gray area.
He said, just so you know, no offense, this is the only guy I trust, which I thought was the biggest compliment I ever got.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting.
And sometimes that was because I told him what he didn't want to hear.
Yeah.
I remember him buying an asset once and me saying to him, it's a bad idea and I'm not going to help you. And we had a big fallout, and about a month later he called me up and said, I wish I'd listened.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's kind of interesting. And it's a little sidebar over to curling here a little bit, because that game is one of those games where we saw it in the Olympics. If any of you watched the Olympics this winter, there was a bit of controversy about did that one guy touch his stone and whatever. But it doesn't really matter. The game is built, and same with golf. Both games from your homeland, like they're games of integrity and honesty, and like it's almost like, why would anybody breach that? Why would anybody try to get away with it?
If you need to cheat, you shouldn't be playing any game.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Or in life.
Yeah. Well, in life, yeah. Yep. Dead on. Absolutely.
So, well, awesome. It's been great to get to know you over the last a few months. And you've been here. You guys have been here for, is it going on 2 years here? Not pretty close to 2 years?
It'll be 2 years in Thanksgiving, so a year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the part of our show, soon to be sponsored, but I can't wait for you to learn who the sponsor is, but they're going to be coming up pretty soon. A couple of local lowdown, and we asked 3 kind of simple, quick questions, and an opportunity for you to share some of the things you found in your year and a half that you've been here. So here we go. The first one is your favorite restaurant.
Easy. Oakie's Tavern.
Oakie's Tavern.
Love it.
Okay.
The best chicken wings you'll ever eat.
Is that right?
I know that's controversial.
Oh, yeah. Wait a second. I think have you been to PGO's yet?
I've never been to PGO.
Okay.
I've heard it a lot, so I've never been.
Okay. So you're on the chicken wing trail here this summer. Yeah,
absolutely.
Hidden gem. So this might be a beach, a park, a drive, a golf course, a place where it's like, this is where we like to go.
But I don't want to tell it. It's a fishing
spot. It's hidden. Doesn't mean secret.
No, well, so
although if you don't want to tell it, you don't have to tell it. You can give me number 2 if you want to.
I'll give you 2. So the one that's easy to give you, Rove Winery.
Oh yes,
so it's not one of the more travelled wineries. It's maybe a little bit off the beaten path for some. Rove Winery is phenomenal. The people,
Rove, it's right, right just past the Jacob's Farm out there,
right at the base of Leelanau Peninsula. Brilliant people, great wine, nice place, but the people, phenomenal.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
They are absolutely great people.
I'll give a shout out to Kylan.
There you go. All righty, and the last one, a local business, and maybe you just did it, you think everybody should know about.
So so on the theme of food and drink, I guess the one that saves my life all the time, when you haven't made plans for lunch or breakfast or whatever the case might be. Fresh Coast Market over there on North Longley.
That's out of town, yeah.
What a great place.
Yeah.
High quality
Yeah, you can
stuff.
grab and go like any meal of the day there.
They're opening up a little bar in there soon as well.
A bar?
They're putting a little bar. They've got some taps in there.
There you go.
So it might be there more.
So you're just like this society guy. Like what's going on with Stuart? And
but back on that, the other one that I never told you about. Sorry, I was forgetting. Was there's a lake just kind of over by Interlaken sort of area called Lake Dubonnet.
Oh yeah.
Just at the dam there. It's my favourite little peaceful spot to just.
Yeah. There's some great trails around that place.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Absolutely love that. Yeah.
Do you like fishing here now?
I like going fishing. I'm not so good at catching fish.
Yeah.
But I like going fishing. I like the peace, the scenery.
Okay. Have you been on the big lake yet?
I'm not. Nah, I'm more of a bank fisherman.
Yeah. Oh, Stuart, I'm telling you, it's really, I'm super grateful that our paths have crossed, that our lives are interconnected now, and I know that I'm speaking. Just on behalf of myself, and I know a ton of people that you got to meet over this past year, and as a member of the Traverse City Curling Club, we're grateful that you and your bride are part of this community, and bring a perspective and a style and a voice that's different, yet very much the same, and where integrity matters. And I like to think that we have, for the most part, a community where integrity trumps. And you bring that, and I'm grateful to have you as part of the community.
Thank you.
So
I love being here.
Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Mostly Traverse City podcast. There's so many amazing people in our community, and we're grateful that we get to share them with you. And if you think you know somebody that might be a worthy candidate to sit down and have a chat with us, man, we'd love to meet them. Give us a shout out. So. We can't wait to see you the next time on the Mostly Traverse City podcast.
Thanks for tuning in to the Mostly Traverse City podcast. Until next time, stay curious, stay connected, and keep living your own kind of magic.